What's up, YouTube? Is your boy back at it again with another PowerPoint presentation for you young, up and coming, developing Rizlas. Today, I got a very important topic. It's about attention traps. You might not think this is super important, but I'd say this is probably number two to number three most important thing. Because if you don't understand that you're in an attention trap, then you're stuck in it. You could be spending months there when you could have spent it on 20 different women when you just threw it at one woman that had no intention of doing anything with you, okay? So that's what this video is about. We're going to stop stuff like that, talk about it, understand what it is. And I have a few different types that I will be talking about. So anybody who doesn't know what an attention trap is, it's a one-sided romantic relationship with a hot woman. Like, you like her, but she does not like you back. But it's a trap, so she's not being honest about it. You just don't understand it. Okay? The girl always has a partner already, which means that you shouldn't be doing it. You can keep it pushing. And the reason that she does it and wants the attention is because she has two or more physical you have my bad. You have two or more physical traits similar to her partner. That way she wants the attention. It could be your hair color, your eye color, facial hair, body type, glasses, fashion, balding, not balding, uh, other stuff I'm probably uh, not going into detail about. I mean, fashion's a broad topic, I guess. It's whatever you got. Just it has to be two of these things that's similar to her man. So why do attention traps exist? They exist because free ego boosts and attention is drugs to women. I know that you might think, "Oh, she's my type. It's we're equally getting off on it." No, you are not, sir. Okay? That's why you need to get out of it. All right? And you're not the only person that will fall for it. And it's a skill you have to learn. Almost all men fall for it. So it's a societal problem, You can't just uh you can't just say, "Oh, that's what that is," and then just never have it happen to you again. No, it's going to happen to you, but you need to be able to understand what it is and get out of it. There's stuff that's in your control that cause you to get in these relationships. It can be a lack of self-respect, and then if you're a man who hesitates, then yeah, you'll get stuck here. And also in your control, you have to understand that it's worth getting out. Just because you don't have another woman right in your face set up to get out of this one doesn't mean that you should stay here, because it's not going to be the best you ever get. You just have to believe that it's not, and you'll be fine. Why do you need to get out of attention traps and learn from them? It helps you learn romantic energy, like genuine romantic energy, because my head's blocking it right here. But romantic energy from women is not this assertive. It's either more aggressive in like a nightlife setting, or it's very not assertive. Like she's scared of you. It'll honestly happen to you if you're more attractive, but it's also an attention thing no matter what. And I said earlier, the two physical things that you have in common with their boyfriend. So even if you're not super attractive, there is things that she finds attractive about you. So you are attractive to her. So you will be stuck here a lot if you're not self-aware. It's a lot of self-awareness. It's just a thing you got to learn. But once you learn this stuff, then it gets a lot easier. You can start making a lot more progress because you're not getting trapped. And you might think that it's just a social thing, but you never really know how something's going to go until you talk to a woman, talk to somebody. You know, no matter how good your charisma, uh, it's initiated by her because you don't want to be in a trap. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So now that we've gone over it and the basics, now we can talk about the actual traps. This is usually the shit that you will deal with the attention traps, okay? These 6 things, okay? These are very big indicators that it's an attention trap. And I'm not sure if people always pick up on this. I'm really not that sure, okay? But yeah, this is the vanilla version, the one you'll run into the most. And I think I have 2 other versions. Yeah. There might be other versions, but other than the crazy girl, I didn't mention the crazy girl, but like there's not that many crazy women, to be honest. Like when it happens to you, you go, "Holy shit, what the fuck? Whoa, what is that reaction?" You know, like say maybe ran into like 3 of them recently out of 50, something like that. Yeah, but you just always remember because she's crazy. It's like, whoa, holy shit. But yeah, I didn't put that on there. How to check those women: set a small boundary and see how she reacts. If she flips the fuck out, then she's apparently very controlling. Whoa. Okay, but now that I mentioned that one, that doesn't happen that often. But let's get into the vanilla attention trap, okay? So it's these 3 main principles, but I'm going to go over the first one. The first one, inconsistency and tension. I'm talking about if there is tension and then it feels like 5 seconds later there's no tension. It doesn't make any sense to you. It leaves you conflicting, like you don't understand what's going on. Like there's some other part that's going on that you don't understand, okay? But if it's from afar and she's like hesitating, you can see in her face that she's kind of hesitating to talk to you, but she wants to talk to you. She's just not doing it ever. And then you go up and talk to her. So there's so much tension already. And then you talk to her, and then she's like an open book, throwing a bunch of platonic energy. Then there's no tension. See, that's an inconsistency with the tension. A principle of like romantic energy is tension. So like if the tension's this inconsistent right to start, then there's probably a man involved that she doesn't want you knowing about. Okay, second part. Full platonic energy, not scared at all. This will be mentioned with the blonde women that I'll mention after this vanilla attention trap stuff. Those women, it's kind of crazy. But let's just say, like, goal. Jeez, my camera is so. Imagine the goal behind me. Shoot that shit. And then it goes in. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Where it's like, damn, you can't fuck up. Oh, yeah, that right there. Yeah, I say this thing. Yeah, goes in the bucket. Yeah, say this thing. Yeah, it goes in. Yeah, goes in. 10 out of 10. Goes in. Perfect. She's doing that. She's starving for that attention, boy. She ain't getting it in her relationship. That's why she's doing that to you. She wants you around. She wants that energy. That's why it's very confusing. That's why these are traps, okay? You don't understand you're being trapped. If a woman's actually interested, let's save it. Okay. So the next one. Jeez, I'm trying to point with the camera. That's just, it's new to me. I know it's better, but yeah, it's better. Yeah, nah. Okay, last one on the inconsistency and tension. So she leads the conversation or takes control. I think I mentioned this earlier, but if she's attracted to you, she wants you to be masculine and lead the conversation. This can even be like as I said, she takes control of the conversation. You start, but she takes control. If she does that, then she's not feeling feminine. She's not letting you be masculine. She's she getting I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say right there. It's it's not romantic energy. Okay, it's not authentic. Sometimes women are narcissists, whatever, but like, or the bitch be yapping. but yeah, she takes control. She ain't interested in you, bro. Okay, she wants you. She gonna put you in control. And if she doesn't like it moving fast enough, then maybe she'll take control. Okay. All right. Now we're moving on to the bottom part, the number 2 and number 3. If there's a lack of interest or moving it forward, or it's just inconsistent in general. If she seems interested sometimes, like you're like, oh yeah, she likes it, she likes me, and then sometimes she's completely unaffected by your presence. Like she can just walk past you and it doesn't bother her at all. Like it's like she got another man or something. Uh, yeah, that is a sign that you're in an attention trap. Okay, and people can people have bad days. People have other stuff going on in their life. You know, especially at the start. If you're not that far in, and it's not consistently going like straight up fast or really super fast, super slow, or if it's not like you probably should have hopped on it so it's not going straight down, or it's not slowly going down because you need to fucking do something and you're hesitating. Uh, if that's not happening and it's just, up, down, up, or it's like up and then immediately boom, right here. No gradual fall, no gradual up. That's inconsistency and she doesn't care if it goes anywhere because it's a trap, okay? And you should be throwing your energy elsewhere. If she doesn't initiate conversations at times, she should. Okay. First interaction, you shouldn't look into it at all because, you know, if she likes you, she's going to be scared to talk to you. Okay. But like following up, I'd say, like, if it's like the second or third time, it's kind of a principle people say, or if it's like a second or third time and they haven't reached out or initiated anything, you should just move on. Same thing with relationships. Okay. If uh, there's a girl at a bar that I could do an example. Uh, we've talked like 2 or 3 times, but she just walks past me. She does not talk to me. It's like, oh, okay. And then I caught up. I caught onto this trap, and I was just like, oh, okay, it's a trap. I don't really care. And I was watching somebody else play pool right in front of her, and I was talking to this other girl, and then I think she thought I was watching her. No, sir. Mm-mm-mm. Ego trap. See, it works, okay? It works. You have to follow this stuff. I swear to God, it will work. Uh, but yeah, if it's like the third time or something like that, and it feels like she's the easiest person to talk to, she in you up, blah blah blah, and then she just doesn't initiate anything, ever. She doesn't reach back out. When she bumps into you, she doesn't talk to you. Even just a simple, hey, hey, what's up? Or, you know, if you're not getting that, if she's not giving you little breadcrumbs, little softballs, no, she don't want it. She don't want it to move forward. No interest. Okay. All right. Now this last one, this hurt me so bad when I was writing this because this is why this video has taken so long to come out, because I was actively going through one of them and I was writing it about that person, but I was writing about another person too. But yeah, this one hurt. But it is an attention trap. This is the shit where it makes you never want to be in an attention trap again, because this is the best you will get out of an attention trap, and it almost always never works because, yeah. Mm-mm. So this is the worst thing that could probably happen to you, and this is why you should get out of this shit. Deadass. Okay, bro. Do not be in this shit. But it is. The second you're about to ask her out, she's suddenly unreachable. Like she just disappears, or she's running away from you. And I know what people are saying. Oh, she manipulated the fuck out of me, bro. That fucking bitch. It's not malicious. It's almost never malicious. It's just like she don't want to old yell at you, bro. There's something about you that she has not said where it's like, I want him, but he's not doing something correctly. Not doing something that makes him dateable. And if he figures it out, no. I'm not gonna give hope. Not gonna give hopium because, yeah, nah. Mm-mm. But there's a reason why she didn't do it. Okay, and she just doesn't want to reject you to your face and ruin your day because she honestly does have feelings for you. Okay, but she's not acting on them because something isn't working. Okay, so don't get offended by this stuff, as difficult as it is. That one specifically, don't get offended. Just it's you learn to not get hurt by it, but yeah, this is why you don't get in these attention traps, because that is the best thing that will happen to you in these things, and never goes well. That's what I'm saying. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, you have options. You have options. Do not live in a scarcity mindset. Don't be okay with the trap. But yeah, follow these tools. The other two are a different variation of the stuff that I've noticed, which will help you a lot. It's honestly kind of like more level 2, level 3 ball knowledge, especially the one I'm about to talk about. You will always fall for this one. You will always fall for this one because it's just so intoxicating. But yeah, if you follow these things, you should honestly have a lot more success at getting out of these. Okay, because these are the telltales. So this is that intoxicating shit right here. I tell you what, you will always fall for this shit if you don't. You really gotta have some fucking morals, okay? Because I swear to God, you will get stuck here. You can follow those principles, and then it's not her first time doing this shit. She'll always get you, okay? But this has happened to me in 3 different avenues of life. The college one, I stayed there way too long, but the other 2 have happened to me too. Oh. So basically, it's the vanilla attention trap, but you know how I was saying, you're shooting the shot. There, let me back up. Goal's behind you. You're shooting straight forward, still going in. That's the vanilla. These blonde women, oh my lord, they're gonna, goal's still behind you. You're shooting, but she's moving that goal. She's moving. Oh yeah. I fuck with that. Yeah. And you just, it's like physically moving the goalpost version of an attention trap. And then she'll do certain things that will just, she'll give you just enough to make sure that it keeps going. Like you think, people think I'm in a trap, or I'm not really getting the biggest thing out of it, but I'm getting like these little things like God, what are some examples I could give without being too specific? She's calling me first. She's interested. She's saying stuff like this. I'm in bed with her. I'm not having sex with her. I don't. There's something in there. Uh, it's like just enough. It's just enough before you don't leave. Like, oh, this is God, it's a trap. Like, mm. uh, work one hurt. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, if she's just like, if it's what I'm saying, like it's like she's moving the goalpost. It's it's more of like uh she sees. It might also happen to me because sometimes women are attracted to men that aren't scared to talk to them at all, and I'm just really not that. I'm Blonde women are not what I go for. A lot of the time they're just like following the same makeup tutorials, so they're really hard to tell apart who they are. Sometimes blonde women just aren't as hot as like if she was just had her normal hair color to me. You know what I mean? Just, mm. Plus those dudes like, oh, she got to be blonde. She got to be 5'2". She got to be 85 pounds. She got to go to church every week. She can't be talking to other men. So those guys, it just icks me out a little bit. I just, like you do you, bro. I'm not that interested, bro. Chill out. Not that type of guy. Some of those blonde would have that feel. And I think that's why the happy blonde woman trap happens to me a lot, because I am a genuinely happy person, and most blonde women, they're just not happy. If you're paying attention, they're really not happy. They can be very miserable or very bipolar. Oh, as I'm saying, bro, like, I am so sorry, guys. I probably will never do this PowerPoint recording ever again, but I missed a big part on the blonde variation. But as I said, moving the goalpost, and then the second part, the context of the situation is like she might as well grab you by the hand, stare you dead in the eyes into your soul, and be like, "There is nothing you are gonna say or do to fuck this up other than walk away." If the context is that, bro, it's that strong for a reason, because it's a trap, bro. She likes you. She wants that attention, okay? But she's too good at it. She's too good at it. That's why she's not single, okay? Therefore, she's not going to want to move it forward. So you're going to move extremely slow. That's why you need to get out of it, okay? Sorry, I forgot to mention that. It came up after. God. And it just sucks too, because like this also kind of taught me the social thing. If you think like, I don't know if this is how other people feel, but like if a woman's hot and easy to talk to, that's like the two attractive things. That's two of the three things that a woman needs to be dateable. Okay, she needs to be hot, easy to talk to. God, this fucking camera. It's because it's backwards. I can't. She's got to be hot, easy to talk to, and emotionally open. If you're looking for a single woman that has all three of those, she doesn't really exist. Okay, does not exist. The most important one is her being easy to talk to. She's got those reps in talking to another man 24/7. That's why she's so easy to talk to. single women can be really hard to talk to because they just don't talk to men. They're scared to talk to men, okay? And it can be confused as not being interested. And what else? She doesn't have the reps in. Maybe she doesn't know how to be that. She doesn't know how to be forward. Because it's almost like she can't be assertive about it. She's like aggressive but keeping it to herself, or she's being avoidant and can't handle it. Okay? She's doing what you're doing. Okay? That's why she's single. Number 2, she's got to be the second thing that's the most important is she's got to be attractive. Honestly, guys, if first interaction with a woman, the hotter she is, the worse it's probably going to be for you. Because I've noticed it. When women are single, they're less attractive because they don't put as much effort into their appearance. Okay? I've seen it firsthand. Like a girl's in a relationship, blah, blah, she's like an 8. And it's like, oh. But second she's out of that relationship and she's just kind of like, yeah, I'm just kind of living my life right now, blah, blah, I'm not looking for anything. Her physical attractiveness, it goes down to like a 6. Okay? So like they can put this shit on very easily. So you need to not think with your brain sometimes, like your caveman brain. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, because like a lot of it's fashion, a lot of it's just effort into their makeup and stuff in the morning. If it's given hair, face, ass, titties, she probably got a man. Okay, if it's given one of them, it's very likely. Men don't really care about hair. If it's giving face, ass, titties, she probably got a man. If it's giving one of those, she probably got a man. If it's giving hair, she might be single. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. Good Lord. Where was I going with this, bro? Okay, it's second. Oh, yeah. But first interaction with a woman is she's not trying to be her most attractive self. You know what I mean? If you can see, there's like she's a sleeper build and she can put way more effort into it and be way hotter. Like there's way more potential. Those are the single women, okay? Don't sit here and think like, oh, she ugly. Because honestly, the girl I've been with, personally, she wasn't that hot. I'll be straight up. But whenever we were dating, like first date, woo, woo. Okay, like when she's in love with you, she's gonna put more effort into her appearance. And it's just kind of I think this, as a society, this is what feeds the attention trap. Because as men, we just think with our ooga booga brains. Oh, she's really hot. Holy shit. And like, if she's hot, she's trying to attract some other guy that's not you. And then it just feeds her ego. And then it's just like a never ending thing. And it just, cycle. It's the thing you catch on to for sure. So if a girl's not that hot first time you see her, especially context too, like if it's like the gym or she's sweating a lot, she's not wearing makeup. Oh wow, she's ugly. Like bro, you don't have a sister. You're making it so obvious you do not have a sister. Okay, and then like her job, maybe she's just there to work, bro. Maybe she's not trying to ego boost off all the work crushes, or like ego boost. Just seriously. A lot of the time, this physical attractiveness and all the makeup, all the fashion, all the tight tight-fitting clothing, showing off the curves. It's just for the attention. It's for these ego traps, okay? This has been a rant. Okay. Yeah, it's been lost. This is no longer about the blonde woman, but it's very, very important. I'm gonna keep this ball knowledge in. I've seen a guy move like this before, okay? Like I've seen a guy at the bar. He goes for these sleeper builds, and then like if he sees the girl on Tinder, he goes for like the hot woman. But if it doesn't work out, he'll give it about 4 times as long as the other woman, and then he leaves. You know, because he understands like, yeah, whatever. Okay, like movement. You see, there's a difference between movement and then these red pillar, black pillars lying about this shit, okay? Anybody who has to say that there's something, buy my course. Yeah, guys, follow my YouTube channel. Not me. I think you guys know I'm not red pill. I think you guys know I'm not black pill. But if it has that energy towards that content, that guy gets no bitches. Don't fall for that shit. But wrapping this up, yes, this is a very intoxicating attention trap. Work one, I didn't get as far, I guess. The college one, I was there for a while. And then the gym one, it was honestly like second or third interaction. I think I just got better at getting out of this trap. Actually trying to move it forward. And then she gets a little weirded out because I'm not supposed to get attached that fast. I'm supposed to move extremely slow. Yeah. It's fun, but understand, sir, until you have a girlfriend, you're accepting breadcrumbs, okay? Don't accept breadcrumbs when you can have a meal. All right. But here, starting this slide. This is the other one. I call this the 9 trap. Because after you talk to like these super hot women, the 9s out of 10s, they always follow the same bullshit for some reason. I swear to God. I think it's because it's all ego. Maybe it's just like, it just works that way. But how it starts. You shoot your shot and get rejected. Not even like a rude rejection, just like, oh, I have a boyfriend. Or she states she has a man already as like a social cue. Like, you're like the guy at this doorstep right here. You're talking to her like that. You're getting too attached. And she's like, yeah, my boyfriend, as like a social cue, like, bro, get your head out of my pants. Pull back. You are too far in. If you continue to go further, she's trying to stop you from doing that because you're making her uncomfortable. But the context of the situation, her planning. She wants your attention because your attention is really strong, okay? So she's going to try these tactics. I honestly just have these on the next slide. I think I say it better the first one here anyways. First conversation, she's going to be complaining. She's just straight bitching. And she's going to see if you put up with that for nothing in return. And then the second one, after you prove that you don't want to be in that first relationship, she'll try the platonic route. Second chance. See if you settle for the friend zone. Okay. So this is what you do in these 2 stages, okay? Complaining stage. Depending on the topic she's talking about. Is it something worth complaining about? Okay, so context, I have 2 versions of this. One that's worth complaining about, one that's not worth complaining about. First one that wasn't. She just complaining. Just blah, being negative. Ugh. Ugh. And then the second one I've heard. She was talking about how she locked her keys in her car. Like, oh man, I locked my keys in my car. I had to call the cops to get the car keys out. Blah blah. I was on my 15-minute break. And yeah. So again, is it worth complaining about? First interaction, I told you, absolutely not. So get out of that conversation or pivot. Pivot it to like something you want to talk about where she's not fucking bitching. Because just a conversation where somebody being negative, ew, bro. Just get that shit out of here. The car example. Show empathy. Show empathy. So feel it with her, like, like take it in, mutually feel it with her. Sympathy is feel for, like you feel bad for. Do not feel bad for her. And then if you're putting too much effort in, not matching her energy, then honestly, you're still doing sympathy. Even if you think it's empathy, like you're feeling with her, you're feeling for her because you're too far up. She's down here, you're up here, so you're feeling for her. You're patting her on her head. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sucks. Oh, I'm so sorry. Just don't do that shit. Because then you're still showing that complaining to you is some good attention. Okay? So that's what you should do there. Then, if you do this shit successfully, you're like, I do not want to be in the complaining stage with you. Get away from me. Get away from me, or, oh damn, that sucks. She'll move to the platonic stage with you. If it's not the first initiation, I'm assuming if you might be in an attention trap where you're stuck in the platonic stage where you don't want to be there, just fucking pull back, bro. Just fucking pull back, okay? Pulling back always works because it shows that you want to be there, not that you need to be there, okay? Which I will get into in a second. Always rushing myself, I swear. But if it is the first time she's initiating this platonic stuff, you might be able to get away with it the second time. I'm not sure. Non-verbally communicate that you are not going to settle for the friend zone. Basically, signaling to get my attention, you need to give me your romantic attention. Otherwise, do not talk to me and do not expect me to want to be here. I mean, you can say it verbally. You can be a dickhead about it, but also like it kind of shows that you can't handle a rejection. You ain't been here before. You don't get bitches, okay? So she's a 9. You want her. If you want to cut ties, you cut ties right there. But if you don't want to cut ties, like, hey, bro, like, shit changes. Shit happens with life. You know what I'm saying? If you want to keep that door open if something comes up, you need to say it non-verbally. This can be as simple as like, when you asked her out, bro, you were at a 10, bro. You were at a 10. You were way higher up. Okay. If you don't want to be in a platonic relationship with her, sure you can click, but like keep it at like a 6 interest level at most. Because 5's average. Okay. It's not showing that you completely hate the conversation. You just don't want to be there. Okay. If you can prove and have a little impulse control, like, yeah, I'm not gonna fold and just like hop up to the 10 just because I want your attention. You know, if you can prove that, that is speaks volumes. Okay. What was another example of it? Uh, hmm. I guess just showing disinterest for the friend zone in the first place. Maybe you can make her fall flat on her face. If you're scared to hesitate with people, bro, like what worst thing that can happen is like you fall flat on your face. You could just make her fall flat on her face. She's talking to you. It's just like, dumbass, don't be fucking coming over here with that shit. I don't I don't want no platonic shit with you. You're too hot, okay? You know, so don't settle for it. All right, so keep that head high, King. There is greener grass on the other side, bro. Fight through it. Do what I say. I am the master. Do what I say. But it will work, okay? 2 reasons this will work. I know what you're saying. Second one's not. Just give it a second, okay, bro? It will show that you protect and value yourself. So you can protect her when shit hits the fan. You know, shows that you're not just a hit it and quit it. You're not super red flaggy off rip. So it proves that you can have a masculine personality and your energy is masculine, which if you're masculine, you attract feminine women. You attract the femininity. You attract the women. So yes, you should. It's very important. Okay, second one. It shows. I said it earlier. But it shows you're talking to her because you want to be there, not because you need to. Like she's your only option. This is honestly the most important thing in dating. I heard somebody say it on TikTok, and I wish I still had it saved on my phone. I don't know what happened. You know, people always say confidence is the most important thing for dating women, but that is not true. You need to not be needy. Because if you're needy, you're high maintenance, unrealistic, over-attached and clingy, expect too much too quick, and you're overabundant and replaceable to women. Highly unattractive, okay? You just look like every other man when you do shit like that, okay? Don't be needy. Understand you have options. Options, sir. I know it sounds crazy, bro, but it works. It works. That was a bunch of shit that it always hurts whenever you're actually needy. Okay, like you have to fight needy fucking feelings. Okay, it's oh she got me. You know. Oh, how dare she? How dare she read me like that? But it proves that you aren't any of that neediness, okay? Which will make you extremely attractive. And again, women always remember a man that walks up and approaches them and can take a rejection. Because that shit don't happen. This shit don't happen. We're all pretty underdeveloped right now. Especially with this fucking SJW movement from 2016 where we're just kind of told to not be masculine, and then they go, "Don't masculine me anymore." Yeah. But you know, if you're not that guy, like, yo, can I get your snap? Can I get your snap? Give me that snap, girl. Oh, you're not gonna give me a snap, you fucking bitch. You know, see, like, if you're not that guy, bro, you don't say it out, okay? Because that's like every fucking guy right now, okay? Just don't be that fucking guy. All right, guys. I know it's a pretty negative topic that like kind of hurts to hear. You might even hear one of these things and then be like, "Oh, that woman, no!" Ah! Sorry, bro. I'm just trying to help. Okay. But yeah, want to end it off on a high note. With some principles. Don't hesitate. If you want to do it, bro. Hesitating is just stopping you from doing what you want, which makes you depressed. You don't gotta do it. It's always worse in your head than you think it will actually be. It's always worse in your. Oh, what the fuck? It's always worse in your head than the actual outcome. Okay. Don't add value to bad outcomes. Okay. Sometimes it's just out of your control. And as long as you're trying your hardest, bro, that's all that matters. As long as you're trying, that's all that matters too. And then ask her out, bro. If she has a problem with you wanting to ask her out, then she has a man already. Okay? So, attention trap. So just do it, bro, because you want to do it. You don't learn from success, you learn from failures. So don't get down when you fail. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up the video today. So make sure to smash that like button harder than I smashed your mama last night. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Hit that bell, ding, so you don't miss out on any of my future any of my future videos. While you also subscribe, okay? And then also, I have my intro video for the entry-level dating advice. If you want to do that, I might re-record part 2 of that. I don't know. I'm just not really that motivated to do it, and nobody's watching anyways right now. So maybe if this video blows up, I'll do it. But who knows? Might just do what I want instead next time. But peace out, guys. See ya in the next video.